Majox is here. Sir Atom is here, bro.
Adam's
Can't
in here.
unmute him.
Nice, nice. All right, I need to give you guys that power as well soon. I'll do that soon. All right, Adam, you are unmuted. You're free to talk whenever.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Hang on, let me get my video going. Is my video? It's not going. Hang on.
Hey, Jux. How
Hello.
are you, bro?
There we go. Now you have my ugly mug.
What's up? What's up? Good to see you.
And you guys, how are you doing?
I'm doing
Good
great.
to see you. Good to see you. The creator and the founder of Rising Star.
It's our honor to have you on the show.
Not at all. Not at all. You guys are part of the community.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, if there's anything you want to talk about the new cards, anything about Rising Star, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, new cards. It was a record month in terms of number of cards because we've had the number of players joining the game is increasing every day. You just have to look at the rankings to see how many people are playing, and if you jump to the end of the rankings, you'll see it just increases every day. It's a nice steady growth, which is what I like because I have to look after all the code and the database and the server. So if we suddenly had a massive doubling of people, let me just. Can you hear that noise in the background? That's my updater.
No noise for us.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, it's good that it's growing at a steady rate because it means it's easier for me to kind of keep everything working. So we're always working on stuff behind the scenes to try and make it more robust. So the biggest thing at the moment is those 503 errors that come up sometimes. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but it's very hard to be a database administrator and a coder and support and do everything.
So you pretty much do everything yourself, or do you have like a small team helping you out?
Well, it's on the technical side, it's just me, and then my wife Julie does all the support and a lot of other things to do with the game. And then you've got the Turtle Project and Billy Korg, who do all the artwork for the cards.
Nice, nice. And besides,
so it was a record.
Sorry, besides the new streamer cards you dropped, what are some of the new cards?
Well, my favorite is the we're not allowed to use we're not allowed to use exact copies of anything that might be copyrighted. So you'll see there's a car that looks very much like the ZZ Top car, and that's my favorite this month.
Nice. I need to check out all of those. So I've only seen the new streamer cards, which were super cool, by the way.
Yeah, that Sarge is laughing because he's Beard from ZZ Top, you see.
It is pretty similar. You're right about that.
Believe it or not, it's trimmed up. My beard used to be much longer than this. My sister.
Yeah, it gets caught in your guitar if it gets too long.
Do you play Santa for Christmas a lot, Sarge?
No, actually, I've been in the Elf Club, the American Legion, as an overgrown elf. I'm 6 foot tall and damn near getting as wide. Hell, what do you want? I'm 60. I'm old. I'm fat. That's just how it happened.
Is there anything you'd like me to show in Rising Star right now, Jux? I can switch over to the Rising Star tab if you'd like.
I mean, the only other thing that's changed recently, we had to change the rewards. So if you go over to the rewards tab,
Let me pull that up real quick.
And rankings, yeah, we reduced it down because the Hive price has been going up so much, and we wanted to wait for it to stabilize before we changed it, but it was unsustainable because basically the rewards in dollar terms had gone up like 3 times. And we changed the price of packs because of it. Otherwise, the packs were just ridiculously expensive. So we always try and keep it about the same dollar level. So obviously that meant that the revenue we're getting in from packs now wasn't covering the reward pool. So we had to reduce that down in terms of Hive, but it's still higher in dollar terms than it was a few weeks ago.
Zast Trader's pretty high up there. I think he hangs out in the streams a good bit.
Yeah, Zask Trader's always around.
I very seldom look at prices, and I was fascinated how, I wasn't aware until somebody mentioned it that I was like at $2 or something. To which I say, Kamsahamnida, because it's the trading in won in South Korea that has pumped it as high, millions of dollars trading of won and hive.
Really? Is that the reason? I did wonder because it's kind of bucking the trend with everything else. I mean, we've had a bit of a correction because of this new variant. The stock market's had a bit of a correction, and Bitcoin and Ethereum have come down a bit. But Hive has just been like, in terms of its dollar value, has been holding strong for like the last couple of weeks. And yeah, it's a really good sign because I mean, I don't know how many of you guys. I know you, Sarge, were around in when I kind of joined Steam back in back end of 2017. We were at the end of the last kind of 4-year crypto cycle that you get with the Bitcoin halving, and everything was going absolutely stupid. And I remember Steam was up to, I think it went up to about $5 at the time. And normally, if you get a cycle, you get a bit of a blow off top towards the end like that, which may or may not happen this time. You never know. But if it does, you could look at potentially Hive getting to $10 and then kind of having a pullback after that potentially.
Sure.
It is odd because it's Shadows, Kitty Girl, these old timers I'm talking about. They always tell you, listen, when the price of Hive is like 30 cents, that's when you post like crazy and get them rewards, because when it pumps like it does now, boom, there you go. Because for some odd reason, when Hive is at a high price, you're getting votes, but not like you would when it's lower, because people are freer with their votes when the price of Hive is lower. Some people just don't get.
It's the same as you should buy the red and sell the green, and nobody does because they all start panicking when it goes down, so they sell, and then they think they're going to miss out when it goes up. It's human nature, and I kept going on. So when I was running Atom Collector Records before I launched the game, and back then we had a token, we had our own token for Atom Collector Records called Atom, that was on Steam Engine, and you could earn that token by listening to music on Atom Collector Records. And I was saying to everyone, as the price was crashing and everything was coming down, I said, now is the time to stick with it. Keep putting your music out, keep writing your posts, do it through the bear market, and then you're going to reap all the rewards when everyone starts FOMOing back in again. And, people don't. They just leave. You see the number of people, they leave. Not many people are blogging. It all goes very quiet. And you give it a few weeks now, and everyone's going to start coming back in again.
We've seen it so much over the years, Jukes. We've seen them leave. We've seen them come back. We've seen them leave again. And then come back again. It's just a never-ending cycle.
Just in and out constantly, huh?
Yep, like little flies.
Some of them not really left. They go ghost. They go quiet, and then all of a sudden, when everything's doing great, hey, I'm back. Hey.
Yeah.
Adam Collector, we have a question for you in chat. People want to know if, let's see, can people gain royalty if there's a high demand for their card?
What do you mean by gain royalty?
Let's see, basically, just see this. Hold on, Pixie asks this. Can you ask Adam Collector, is people gain royalty if there's a high demand for their cards?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really sure what she means. Does she mean she wants to get a kickback because it's her card?
Let's see. I don't know. Yeah. Gabriel was asking about. I'm trying to see this question. Not really understanding it though. People on their card.
I think Crisis Storage also has a question as well in the chat.
Okay, let's see that. Board. Must be a little farther up. If you see that, Rentai, you can ask that if you'd like.
Crisis Lord said that if the high price corrects too much, like back to $1, do you have a person on your team that can adjust pack prices back if you're sleeping? If you are sleeping.
Pretty good question.
Spirit are sleeping. No, we'd just take a hit for that time. So if people take advantage of it, then they take advantage of it. We hope that when it goes the other way, as it has over the last few weeks, that it kind of evens out. But no, we're not that organised. We're such a small team that this whole game was just a fun thing to do during lockdown. My wife and I needed something to do because we couldn't go anywhere. UK was in lockdown, and I love music, I love programming, so put them together and created the game. And everything we do is kind of by the seat of our pants. So, we're not going to grow a big company. I've run a company in the past, and I don't want to grow another company, so we just have fun with it. And if things don't work out, we adjust. And at the end of the day, if we lose a bit over a few days or over a night, then so be it.
And you just created a very, very great game, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I think it helps when you create something for fun, because a lot of the games you can see they're just creating it to make money. So the first thought in their head is, how much can I sell the packs for to get people to give me all the money? And then I might develop something interesting afterwards. And if you have that mentality, the game's not going to be fun. You're not going in with the first, your first principle being, let's make it fun. So I was adamant that I wanted to make it a free-to-play game because there are plenty of people that cannot afford a starter pack, okay? And it's a risk because if we don't have enough people buying cards who can afford to, then we don't have enough money coming in to then keep the Starbits price up, okay? So we're reliant on people buying the Starbits off the market. Otherwise, it would just keep inflating and it would just go so low. But obviously, by making the game fun to collect the cards and releasing new cards every month, and adding in Starbit syncs like Promoter, it's all a risk and it's all an experiment. And so far, it's worked out. So we keep doing things that seem like they might work and see if it does or not.
I think the free-to-play option, like starting out, is huge for a lot of players. Like you said, a lot of people don't have extra money to invest in games. And that gives people a huge chance to just get in like right off the bat and start earning a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, our big challenge with that obviously is multi-accounting and bots.
Right.
We've got systems in place that we're always enhancing that can detect what's going on. We're always trying to improve on that, and we're keeping an eye on. We're small enough. We've got, what is it, 2,000? I can't even remember how many, 2,500 or something regular players. It's small enough that we can keep an eye on the accounts. We've got plenty of whitelisted accounts that we trust. And when new accounts sign up, we keep a very close eye on them. And we don't just let anybody just sign up loads of accounts. I mean, people use all sorts of techniques to try and get around it. We just had one this morning. You've just got to go into support to see what was going on.
Okay, I think Dave Era clarified his question earlier, bro. If you can see the chat.
I'm not on it because there's a delay. It's very odd looking at all your faces and you're not talking when you're talking to me.
Okay, if it's about the royalty, right? Dave is asking. Royalties means share on the market value of the card. Example, if Pixie card is $100 on the market and a royalty of 1% per sale of her card, he gets $1. Just asking if Rising Star have it.
No, we don't have that. I mean, if people want to be in the game, it's it's for fun, and we've never thought about royalties for people being on cards. I mean, if we had somebody like a famous rock star or someone came in and said, "I want to be in your game, but I want a royalty," then we'd probably consider it. But there's no code in there to handle that at the moment. No.
Personally, on my end, we consider it the fact that he considered us to be in your game that's a royalty to me. That's the meaning of royalty.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, as I say, it adds to the fun. It's it's all about the fun. If you're not having fun playing it, you might as well go and do DeFi.
I've been having a lot of fun. I've been grinding Rising Star pretty much every day since I found it. Along with
what level are you now, bro?
Let's see. I think I'm like 25 or 6. Which I've only been playing for like a month, so I feel like I've been pretty decently. I don't know. I need to probably mix up my my quests. I need to start working on my new area, but I need the i6 mid-range acoustic, or can you have to use that specific instrument?
Yeah,
correct?
you have to use that specific one. Yeah, we try to make it so that people can't progress too far unless they start reinvesting. You can either grind it out and reinvest what you've earned to progress in the game, or you can just say, "Oh, I want to buy it now," knowing that it's going to allow you to progress. And if the plan is to open up another map at some point, and again there will be even more advanced options there that we will use that will allow us to. For example, with the crafting at the moment, you get a very high number of the silver parts because they're the highest probability when you go to a fair. So I've got this idea to allow you to use the spare strings from your guitar, for example, in one of the missions in the next map. So it won't just be that they're all sitting there and you can never do anything with them because they're not NFTs, but they will be usable. And which means that people will have to do crafting to get the extra strings to then do a mission in the new map, and it starts to pull things together a bit more.
And
Nice,
what
that's
does
pretty
that
cool.
mean? Do you use the strings to garrote your competition so they can't play anymore, or I'm just being...
Well, that's one option. We could do that in the Halloween version of the game, I suppose.
So I could just kind of see each map probably unlocks more earning potential as well within the game. Just kind of looking at these here.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't go up a lot, but it gives you more options if you want to do lots of short missions. Then you've got, obviously you can do 5-minute missions up to a certain point per day, and then you start to get a reduction in earnings because you're doing the same mission too many times. So yeah, obviously unlocking more maps will give you more 5-minute missions you can do. But really the idea should be that you want to progress in the game because you want to see how far you can get. And and we'll probably have something, when you get towards the end of the next map, you're going to be so far advanced in the game that you're going to need your full jumbo jet, your entire crew, your chef and everything to go on the world tour. And then who knows what we'll have available if you get to the end. Maybe some like absolutely stonking NFT that hardly anyone will be able to get. Don't know.
I want
Nice.
to get to a high enough level so I can put together a boy band. We'll have Brent as the lead singer, and then we'll have Commander Garlic, myself as backup and dancers, and then Pixie, she will be like our token lady backup singer.
Fair enough. Yeah, we actually uploaded some stems with all the new instruments. If you've ever gone in, if you've unlocked your band and you go in and you've tried to make any music by putting together your people and your instruments, you'll know that you can make very, very different songs by mixing things up. So every time we release new cards, we also release what are called stems, which are individual music elements. So, for example, Pixie with a particular guitar will potentially give you a different sound, or Pixie with a different mic will give you different vocals. So it makes it very interesting. So we've got some of that going on, and the idea is that we keep increasing that. We want to really have like a competition at some point where if you make tracks, we'll have judges who will be some of the musicians in our community, and then there'll be a prize at the end of the quarter, maybe quite a big prize for what are voted as the 3 best tracks. The problem is, it is a problem. When you're designing a game like this, you've got 2 choices. You can either spend years designing and building something and getting people to test it for you to eventually release it, or you can do what I did and say, we'll just keep releasing stuff and see what happens. When you do that, obviously you realize that some things weren't quite as you would have done it if you'd have used the previous technique. And one of those is when you unlock the band, it's a bit too late in the game, so not many people have got there yet. It would have been good to be able to unlock it a bit earlier so everyone can get involved. but we can't really change it now because it will just muck things up. So it is a slight downside, but when you do finally unlock your band, it is quite a lot of fun to do that. And I need to get Garlic doing his singing, because it was quite amusing when he was doing his karaoke the other day. And yeah, we need to get some of that on there, I think.
That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, I missed that karaoke. They need to bring that back. Do you remember that, Adam, when Sim Girl and Ego Instance what is her name? It just escapes me. But they used to do that karaoke. It was a big thing there for a while. Bad karaoke they used to do. It was very good.
Badioki.
Oh, karaoke stream incoming.
We got another question for you, Adam, from Boomburst. What technology do you use for the game front end?
Right, the front end is as simple. I tried to keep it as simple as I can. I'm a very old school programmer, so the back end is all done in something called Classic ASP, which not many people use anymore. But I hadn't done any coding for a long time, so I've never kept up with all the latest techniques. So the back end is using that, but the front end, as far as possible, it's just classic straightforward HTML. So it doesn't do a lot of real-time stuff, and I did that because that's what I know. And if things start going wrong, I can debug it and find it and fix it fairly easily. But obviously, some of the things within the game require a bit more, like the simple animations when you open the pack, and also the way the cards display on the collection page. So that's just JavaScript, but I had to get someone to code a lot of that up, and then I kind of learned what they did so that I can then modify it going forward. So yeah, so there's JavaScript, and then there's a little bit of code on the back end that does all like the issuing of the cards and the packs and everything like that. And that again it's JavaScript on the server side, and again I had to get someone to code that. And that bit I don't touch because that's the scary bit. If you were in the game near the beginning, so I started out, instead of having server code that when you say, right, I've opened a pack and these are my cards, and then the server code receives a message from my code to say, right, issue these cards, and it works through and it sticks them on the chain, and out they go. When I started out, no one knew this, but I had 3 laptops running with code that I'd written that moves the cursor around the screen, and it was using Hive Keychain to do manual sends of NFTs to all the people when they open packs.
I think that's pretty cool. I've done a little bit of programming in the past, so I know what you mean with the scary parts to touch. If you're not like super familiar with it, it can be pretty scary to touch that code.
Yeah, the scary bit is when you don't know blockchain, like most of us don't. I mean,
right.
I knew how to write client server code, so I could write a front end, I could write a back end that uses a single database, no problem. So that's how I could create that side of the game quite quickly. But then when you don't know anything about blockchain, it's, as everyone says, blockchain is the worst technology for running an application on. It's slow, it requires multiple reactions from the servers, from all the nodes to tell you something's worked. You need confirmations from like 50% or whatever. So you put something on effectively the database, which is the blockchain, and you can't say whether it's valid or not until you get something back to tell you. And people in the game don't want to wait around all the time, so you have to write it in such a way that you assume it's okay, and then you check it and like either reverse it out or don't confirm it. And trying to get that bit right. So we get, as you know, we get number of failed transactions quite often. So someone will do a withdrawal, and then a couple of hours later they'll say, well, my withdrawal still says pending, what's going on? And that's because when you sent the transaction, you don't get a response to tell you it failed. So the transaction's gone through, but then you realize later on that it hasn't arrived. That's a different way of doing things, because you've then got to go and check that, make sure it definitely hasn't arrived, so you don't send it twice. And early on, we were sending out double cards and double withdrawals and triple withdrawals.
That's all kinds of issues in the beginning, huh?
Yeah, it was quite stressful.
I can imagine, man.
And by the way, guys, the one who throw that question is Boomburst, and Boomburst is behind the No Sleep Gang website. He created that site as well. So if you want a helping hand, Jokes, you can. I think we can hook you up with Boomburst on
Yeah,
the
thank
coding
you.
port, on the program port.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I've got lots of ideas for the future, and it's just a case. I really want to get to the stage now where we can get the community, the developers in the community, to start writing things that use our NFTs if possible, because it would be great to have like mini games written where they can read people's basically people's Rising Star NFTs from the chain, and then they could write like mini games using the cards. That would be really, that would be awesome. I mean, you could even think about it. You could even have another token. Everyone could have their own token using our card. So we've got all of the mechanism for people buying the packs and issuing the cards. So that means someone hasn't got to develop all that side, but they could create like mini games using our cards, for example.
That'd be super cool.
Like
Yeah, it's just in case.
Steam Raiders is that what you're talking about? Like they do on Twitch with the little side games. Maybe something more.
Yeah, well, I was even thinking about that earlier because I really like that. I really like Stream Raiders just because I want. There's a thing, isn't there, in our brains that we just want things to level up. We just want to get the next one. We want to go up the next level, and just want to advance.
Get a
And
little...
even though, yeah, a
So-
little dopamine hit from I'm level 3 now.
Exactly. Why do you think that Pokemon was so popular? I remember going to a American Legion conference in Harrisburg, American Legion, and we had one of our young veterans, young fella, maybe Rento's age, maybe a little younger, and he's running all around Harrisburg with his cell phone holding it up in the air and everything. I said, "Boy, what in the hell are you doing?" He says, "I'm trying to get a Pokemon." I said, "The Pokemon." He said, "The Pokemon." So this young man's running around looking for Pokemon. So I guess he wanted a little dopamine, I guess, there.
Yep. Yeah. It's
And
definitely
one
the case.
question. I think there's also one question from the chat. I'll try asking Jukes. Can you ask Jukes if you get higher XP permissions when you have more funds?
Oh, you know what? I can't even remember how the XP bit works now. It's so long since I've looked at that code. You're actually better to ask in our Discord, because the people that play regularly and have played for a long time, they actually know more about the game than I do now.
Someone also asked a little higher. Do you know the highest level achieved by any Rising Star player at the moment?
I don't off the top of my head. It's something that someone asked that the other day, a couple of weeks ago, and there was an answer. And I'm trying to think who it was that was the highest, but I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. I mean, it's in the database, obviously, but I don't know off the top of my head. No.
Got you. So they could probably just ask in the Discord and get an answer eventually, right?
Yeah, they'd probably get an answer quite quickly from somebody who wants to show off.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Pull up the second round of the marbles race real quick, guys, and we can get everybody in. Kind of forgot about that for a moment.
Was that
Yeah,
Mummy Lucian I just saw in the background? Maybe
What's
not.
that, bro?
You said you saw
What's that,
Luthien?
bro?
Mummy Lucian dropping around somewhere in the back now?
No, it's my girlfriend.
Ah, okay. I just saw the hair, that was it.
My girlfriend is from Chicago. I'm from the Philippines. I'm his adopted son in the Philippines.
Ah, gotcha.
This Mrs. Bendao, right here behind me. Yeah, look at her hand. She's waving right now.
Right before you said that, I saw that. I was like, "Is that your hand, Renton?" That's weird. If so, it's like different way.
Yes, she's sneaking behind me. They're saying hi, love.
Got 22
Yeah.
in the race already, guys. Keep on joining up with exclamation play. If you guys have any more questions for Adam Collector while he's on stream, feel free to ask.
Sure name. Sure name. And for this particular race, bro, I will give a Splinterlands asset as well for the 7th place because my favorite number is 7.
Nice, nice.
It's
That's
Horizon
my
Star
favorite
NFT.
number 2.
Yes.
I was born on the 7th day of the week.
Oh, yes. 7 is my lucky number. So the 7th placed will get a Gabe, common Gabe from Rising Star, just for this particular race, bro.
Nice. Alright, and then the Grand Prix winners will, top 3 podium winners will win something, and the last place prize with the most races, or last place winner, loser, however you want to say it.
I just sent you a pack to open and give away as well.
I appreciate that, Adam Collector. We can open that on stream here in a second. And I think Tim Hendricks had a sub, so we can give them their will spin real quick. Tim, can you drop your IGN for us real quick? And we will get that will spin over for you. Appreciate that too, Adam. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes,
You
I
might
would
get
need a
one.
list. I would need a list
You
of the
mi-
winners too. Give them their coins.
Nice.
Too.
The Splinterlands bot is not set up right now, guys, so you do have to type that out. I've been having issues setting that up for some reason. This hasn't been working for me. So if you could just drop it, that would be great. Did you send me 2 packs, Adam?
And there's 2 packs.
I think, well, that was...
No, I think I only sent you one.
I don't know where that
And
went.
there's one interesting question in the chat
Let's
from
see.
Dave Era.
Okay.
So is there an option if a rich dude or if a rich person wants himself to be put on the Rising Star, and how much will you change him? Will you charge him now? These are just visionaries questions because I project this game will be big. Oh yeah, for sure.
Some, like most things, we'll think about it if it happens, I think. Yeah. Just depends. I mean, if it's gonna help, if it'll help the community and help the game, you know, then we'll consider most things. But we're not making this game, as I said before, to try and get rich off it. It's something as a hobby. We do it for fun, and you know, and that's what we'll continue doing. I won't sell it. If someone comes along and offers me $10 million tomorrow for the game, I won't sell it, because it's part of my life really now. You know, I come and hang out with you guys on your streams. I have Twitch running all day. I'm waiting for 24-hour Twitch streamers from the No Sleep Gang, so I can put a little TV in the game and it will show like the current streamer. That would be really awesome. And I'm going to come and hang out on streams all day long because fun.
Nice, nice. I'm glad you're having fun with the game, and much respect to you for not trying to just squeeze money out of the game and just doing it all for fun. You don't get that from a lot of, I guess, creators of games.
Exactly. I mean, I'm privileged and lucky enough to have had a successful business, and you know, I've got a comfortable life here. So why do I need to try and make money off people that could be having fun, and they're not going to be having fun if they've got to keep spending a lot of money. So, you know, we try and find the right balance and give back as much as we can, but keep a little bit for running costs, keep a little bit to pay the guys that are doing the cards, and we'll take a little bit for ourselves as well, but we don't need to take lots.
And I salute you
It's
for
like-
that, Jux.
Yeah, I think everybody has a lot of
I
respect
do as
for you for
well.
that.
I've often said 2 things. My daddy used to say, you know, son, I never seen a hearse headed down a cemetery with a U-Haul hooked on the back. And the other is something that I've always believed in. It's miserable art. There is no greater gift than the joy that I get for giving to others. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
it makes me feel good. You know, my bills are paid, the electric's paid, the internet's paid. Well, I've got to work on my subs Amazon account paying. You know, pretty much everything's paid for. You know, I'm retired. I'm comfortable. I don't have to pay ex-wife or I was born a mule, so I have no kids. So I just enjoy myself. It may look like I don't, but I do. I get joy out of all of this, and I salute you very much, Jukes, for putting this together because your game, I know for me, has brought me a lot of joy. The game itself, but what I love is the music. I love music. I love just any type of genre, unless it's bluegrass. I can't stand bluegrass music, but pretty much everything else I like, and that's what I like. It just push my button and then listen to the music. It's nice.
If I'd have known that, I would have made you a bluegrass musician on your card.
Oh,
I'm not the only one with a weird sense of humor. I can see.
Man.
Yeah. No, I mean there are plenty of very unhappy rich people around. It's not, yes, you need money for the basics, and you need, a little bit more than the basics can make you comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's not just that. You got to have more than that.
Right, money alone's
Well,
not gonna make you happy.
No.
Exactly. Some of my supporters, I know where they live. Over the years, I've been on Steam and Hive since 2017. People that have supported me have been from Africa, Venezuela, Philippines, the poorer countries. Where people, they're not like we Westerners. You know, we do pretty good. And even poor people. I know I visited. I've never been to Philippines, but I've visited some of these countries while I was in the service, and I've seen people that don't have much, but they are so happy, and they will take off of other people's plate literally if you come to visit their home and feed you. And it's just I get very emotional when I talk about this because and no sleep gang. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. I mean, it's just these folks are just outstanding, as we say in the Marine Corps.
You're right about
this
that.
community is uh, the people surrounding it. They are uh, selfless. They want to give something, paying it forward to everybody. Just like I always say on my stream, we are one family here, and
Yep, we're all growing together. It's the only way to
That's
do
the
it.
great thing about. Yeah, it's a good thing about Twitch. I mean, I was only putting Radio Evolved out multi-streaming, but using YouTube because I thought that was the best place to be because it's the most popular, etc. But it wasn't until I started seeing you guys on Twitch that I found out about these raids and and about these communities, and it's just amazing because you've got a whole bunch of viewers that just move around between all of you, and that then works as a magnet to bring new people in. So every time you watch one of your streams, there are new followers every time. So you're all growing at the same time. If you were just doing it individually, you'd do a stream, you'd hardly have any viewers, and then when your stream ends, they'd all be gone again. So Twitch have definitely got it right in the way that they incentivize you to follow people and carry on watching. And whether it's for commercial reasons or not, it works. And with you guys, it works really well because all your supporters and all your viewers follow you all around, which is great.
Yeah, and they follow like pretty much everybody, like you were saying. So they're just awesome. hanging out in everybody's stream pretty much all day.
Yep.
No one left behind. We all go to the same moon, as Clove said.
That's right.
I'm gonna go in about 5 minutes if that's all right.
Yes, sir. Just got to have all the time you've given us so far today. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. No problem.
It has been an honor and a privilege, sir. Truly.
Same here. You guys, you guys do your thing, which is perfect synergy with what I do with the game. So, we're all equal. None of us are above anybody else.
Before you leave, though, we should definitely open these packs while we have you here with hopefully the good luck. And we can add some of these to the wheels too for the giveaway. Show some love to Adam Collector in the chat for dropping these packs to me, and hopefully we can.
Maybe you'll have Rental's luck this time. Let's see. Rental had a good bit of luck with the pack I sent yesterday.
Right.
Yesterday was a good stream. The very first pack.
If you only sent one, I'm not really sure where this other pack came from, to be honest. So we'll probably just open both of those, see what we can get when we have all the good luck here. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and open this. Ooh, a rare Renta card. Let's go. That's pretty fitting for the stream, I think. We got one Renta. Nice.
Nice.
Alright, and we're gonna go to the next one. That's super cool. And a Dan, Millie, and Charlie. Nice. I don't think I had this one yet.
You got some nice Chinese food tonight by the looks of it.
Yeah, does look like he's whipping up something nice there. Do you personally know all of these people, or are some of them not real people?
No, if I knew that many people, well, no, they're none of them. Nearly all of them are just fictitious people. Yeah, the Turtle Project just gets an idea of somebody and then merges faces and bodies together and things, and they're all pretty generic. And no, I don't know the composers either.
Well, Steve C, I know for a fact is a real person.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard his music. He's a great museum, a great musician.
Yeah. No, he is. That IKEA song gets stuck in your head. I love it.
Question from Crisis Lord, if you have time for one more, Adam Collector. He says, what's the story on player cards 1 through 5?
Okay, yeah, 1 through I can't remember what number 5 is off the top of my head, but 1 through 4 they're founders cards. So anyone who played the game when it was in alpha stage, they could just request one and get one for free. So that was just like a little thank you to everyone who helped test the game early on. What's card number 5? Can't remember.
Nice. I think that answered for him. He said thank you. Alright, let's see. And I guess I could add this one to the wheel here.
Yeah, most of the legendary cards are real people. So, you've got Trenton Lundy. If any of you come to Radio Evolved, you know Trenton very well, as he always submits a funk track every week. He's an amazing bassist and guitarist. So yeah, he was the first ever legendary card right at the beginning. And you got Raven as legendary number 2, and then a bunch of other ones like Stick Up Boys. They're all legendary cards. So yeah, most of the legendaries are real people from the community. And then obviously you got Pixie and now all the streamers. And we're going to always try and have real people if we can, but obviously the number of cards we need each month means it's a bit difficult to do that.
Yeah, I love Trenton Lundy's music. Everybody knows if I got the tech right, I got the rights to start playing in the background the way I wanted to do. Trent Lundy comes on, I go into full dance mode. I love his music.
Yeah, excellent. Got to have a weekly dose of funk on the show for sure.
All right, let's give Tim Hendricks their wheel spin real quick. And here you go, Tim. Good luck. And we still have that marbles race going on, guys. Exclamation play to get in. We'll switch over to the tab in just a little bit. Looks like you're gonna get 50 DEC there, Tim. Congrats.
I'll leave you guys to it. I'm going to watch the stream a bit again later on, but I've got a few things to get done.
All right. Well, much appreciated for having you on the stream, Adam Collector. Or do you prefer Jux?
Yeah, Jux is fine. Yeah.
Jux is fun.
mean,
Okay.
Yes.
The
Thanks
background
for
to
the
that,
time, Jux.
just quickly tell you the background to that. So I called myself Juxta because the word juxtaposition is one of my favorite words from the English dictionary, and so I called myself that, and then I formed a band. So I've got a band locally in my town here, and we just decided to carry on using the name Juxta because a lot of the music is stuff that I've written, and then I thought, well, as a solo artist or just someone around, I kind of need to have a different name than Juxta now because that's getting confusing. So I just shortened it to Jux. So that's the confusing reason for the name.
Right. Cool.
Right, nice one, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I'll be hanging around and joining in marbles races and things later.
Sounds good. Thanks for technically being our first guest too. Thank you.
Oh,
I just
Yeah,
realized that a moment ago.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
All right, have a good one. Thank you. All right. I'm super hyped to have Jux in here. Nice.
oh yes.
I did not realize how late it is, and I have to jump off because I have to get everything put together for the Pick Your Post Thursday show because I've been streaming that.
I didn't
You'll
know.
all forgive me. Oh, deal.
All right, let's see.
Sure.
Kinda-
Yeah, and this is awesome, bro. This
Yeah, this was a good, better than I expected. I didn't expect to have Adam on the stream. Both of you being here is great as well. Just awesome, man. All of you guys. Are you going to be streaming any later today, Renta? If you can hear me still. Thanks, Christ is Lord. Sorry, I haven't really been keeping up with chat as well as I should have during the call, guys. I was just paying attention to Jux there. All the Rising Star information for us.
I'm saying, can I promote my thing yesterday on my stream, bro?
Yeah, go for it.
Watch my stream yesterday if you follow post, you will be part of the wheel that have a chance to.
Your mic broke up a
So
little bit.
the deadline. Yeah, so the dead.
Sorry, you cut out again, Renta. I'm not sure if it's on my side or.
Dead, bro.
You can post the link as well in the chat if you have that for them. We still have that marbles race going on too, guys. Exclamation play to hop in. We have like around 50 something viewers and 33 people in. I think we had 40 last time or somewhere around that number. So try to hop in. Thanks for those bits, Tim Hendricks. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here with us today. At 35 now. Did you get any packs in the pre-sale, Renta? Or did you sell off vouchers for just whatever? More packs or...
No, I just sold my vouchers and
Same, I sold all of mine as well. Just made more sense